everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Mondays in Exandria, an adventure in Iman. Unfortunately, we had some really weird, glitchy OBS issues last week, so we did continue playing after about 20 minutes of trying to finagle it. So if you go onto the YouTube, there will be the second half of the episode up on there very soon. Until then, we will give a very detailed recap of what happened. It was mostly some combat. We'll go over it. But for now, let's go around and we're gonna say who we are, who will be playing. Igor is gonna be played by Shiny Pilot. Unfortunately, he is at work right now. But he will be with us soon. He's just gonna be about an hour late. And I myself will be playing Wendell Eustace Abernathy, Lucius Throckwaddle Hossenpfeffer the Fourth of the Havisham Hossenpfeffers. Obviously a nobleman and a warlock. And a gentleman. So, yeah, he's great, he's awesome, and he's on 13 out of 32 HP, so we'll see what happens. We also have D20 Coup de Grace with us today. How are you doing, man?
Yes, hi. I'll be playing Harlan Flipcloak. He's a hobgoblin wizard, and I'm excited to see if we can track down this stone.
Yes, this stone we are searching for. We also have the ever so lovely Nuggetosaurus.
Hi, I'm Nuggetosaurus. I play Hal the Shifter Fighter. I'm having a fantastic Monday. You know, I get to be here with these people, and work wasn't, too terrible, so that's always good. So yeah, I'm ready.
Awesome. Good Mondays are good Mondays. We also have producer Trev, who needed an extra 30 seconds, but it was actually a minute 15. How are you doing, Trev?
Lindy's clocking me. I'm good. I beat my high score on Marvel Superheroes today, so I'm in a great mood. I'm playing, who am I playing? Lamont Quinlan, who of course started as a bad Orson Welles impression and now is just crazy as a shithouse rat pseudo Batman. So I'm ready to rock, and let's get it on.
Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye. Speaking of getting it on, deception check. You're our dungeon master for this evening. Let's get on with the session, and why don't you do a nice recap of what happened last week?
Wow, that was a recovery and a half from a terrible segue into one that almost made sense. I am impressed with that, and somewhat a little bit disturbed how well you did that and what you used for the segue. But I am deception check. He of the broken brain today had a migraine until just a little while ago. Still kind of going through it, but you know what? I can't miss my Mondays with these crazy people because it's a lot of fun. So I'll take a little pain for a little gain. Let's see. What happened last week? That's an excellent question. Once the internet's decided to stop hating us, the group finally headed out to the broken down windmill, where they found many locked doors, lots of broken windows, and an entire small town worth of vagrants sleeping in the bottom floor. Lamont did a whole bunch of work to get inside. Once he did, he found himself in a charnel house full of desiccated humanoid corpses, chopped into little bits and turned into chunky little meat pies and whatnot, and buckets full of intestine sausages and things like that. So it wasn't a pretty sight. It kind of let you know what sort of butcher this particular butcher was they were visiting.
There were very lazy peasants there.
Yeah, very lazy peasants that could not. It was a crack and a half past dawn, and they weren't up yet. I don't know what's going on, but the players ended up talking with a few of them, figured out that Thrakus was upstairs. So they went upstairs to go talk to him. He thought that they were dropping off new corpses for him to turn into meat, and they found out he wasn't, or he found out they weren't. And so he pulled out his big, massive two-handed axe and decided to do battle with our intrepid adventurers. They used a few skills they weren't expecting, had a few people come in and help out from the bottom floor. Igor pile-drived one out of a window into another one and created basically a shower of anime blood explosion. The dragon Thrakus, the dragonborn Thrakus, ended up giving up at the fight, gave them information, told them what had happened, where the Stone of Galore had been sent, which it was sent to a place called Cuddle's Meat Pies by a man delivering meats from Thrakis's butchery. And then Hal decided to kill him right then and there and split him in half.
I had a reason.
Why don't you tell us about that reason, Hal?
Yeah, so he worked for the Clasp, right? And
So
I
do
was
you.
Yeah, for the moment. I was recently given an opportunity to join a certain church, and she's gonna give it a shot. So she was like, she murdered him after he gave us the information, and then in his blood, she wrote "Hal was here" very badly because she does not know how to read very well yet. And yeah, and then she realized that, we're kind of working for them right now and living in their spot. So she had Igor prestidigitated it away until a more opportune moment to be like, nah, fuck you. So
That's right. So our group, feeling a bit worse for wear after combat with this single dragonborn and his followers, are trying to decide, it's standing in the blood of their fallen of the fallen combatant, where they will either rest or continue on the hunt. So we'll pick it up with Wendell, Harlan, Lamont, Hal, and Igor playing in the blood outside in the Pal
He's
Drive.
probably a little tired after having Pal Drove.
Yeah, well, he was raging, and so now he's got to recover from the rage.
Yeah,
So
it happens.
he's napping in the corpses.
Oh.
So
It's also coming back to me that I took a double-bladed axe to the chest and nearly
you're
died.
unconscious.
Oh yeah, you
Oh, yeah. Oh,
almost
that's right.
died again. You're asleep for 4 hours. Unconscious.
cool.
Oh yeah, we decided because Lamont was unconscious, we should probably take at least a short rest here, because we didn't want to drag an unconscious bloody body through the gate that we just told the gate guards we were visiting a sick mother.
yes.
Yes.
So that's where we're at. That's where we're starting. That's where we ended. So continue on.
How long is a short rest?
1 hour.
Well, 30 minutes to an hour, depending.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm still out.
You are unconscious on the floor.
Cool. Can I be snoring?
Thank you for showing up on time. We'll get to you in a moment. So Wendell, Hal, Harlan, you're standing over the unconscious body of Lamont and the corpse of Thrakis.
I believe I have the bag now, correct? Because I asked Wendell
Yes,
if I could.
you're borrowing it.
Yes, I'm borrowing it for now,
The
so I
satchel.
can store my brand new bloody axe in it.
I really think we should prestidigitate it though before putting it in the bag.
No, Dad's character.
It's unsanitary.
You can press whatever after it comes out.
Why not before and just cut out
Because
the
you can
middleman?
just do the whole bag. It'll be fine. You've got dog shit in there anyway, so.
Oh, we've removed the dog shit.
Yeah, but you probably still gotta clean it, so.
It's never mind. Harlan just he's about to say something and he's nope. never mind.
The three of you who are conscious hear the sounds of the residents from below, like the last of the residents from below leaving quickly.
I gave one of them a pamphlet. Hopefully he'll put it to good use and get a new start on life.
Maybe we should, leave in case any of them talk to the clasp.
Perhaps that is one. Well, Igor, will you carry Lamont? Excellent.
Yes, master.
Good, yes. Didn't even wait for us. It's more of a command question. Like, would you kindly, basically. Would you kindly to Igor?
He starts feather dusting himself to get all the blood off
Yes.
from the exploding peasants.
Everyone should be cleansed
Cleaned.
of peasant.
Yeah.
All right. He
Huh.
cleans up everyone. It takes a few moments. He's rather beat up himself. And he throws Lamont over his shoulder. Of course, master. Where should we go now?
Ooh, out of this building, yet maybe not through the gate until Lamont awakens.
Yes, master.
Wait, you gave him a health potion, so we wouldn't have to deal with that.
I think I did.
You did. So Lamont
Did
is
we?
conscious.
I had
remember
9
that.
hit points. I remember.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
There you
Okay,
go then.
so you've just been napping on the floor. They think you're still
Yeah.
unconscious, and
Yeah,
so
'cause I
you're on
rolled
the
it.
shoulder of Igor now when you wake up.
We belong dead.
No, I saved your life again. You're welcome.
Master, he's
You
talking.
can put him down then. He does not need.
Like he just kind of kicks your feet straight up, so you slide off his back.
Oh no.
So you're laying on the ground, unless you want to make a dex save and try and land on your feet and look awesome.
No. I don't feel like it.
So you fall to the ground and bounce, but you have 9 health.
Bounce, bounce.
That thing hit me. That thing hit me with its big thingy.
Yes.
It's my big thingy now.
Who kept me from dying this time?
It was me again.
It's always the two of you.
Yes, you were on the floor bleeding out, and I saved you.
And I brought you back.
Yes.
That's cool. Was that like the
Again.
4th or 5th time
It's
I
at
died?
least the 5th.
5th?
You haven't died. I've saved you every time.
Yeah, but I crossed over to the other side and saw the face of my
I don't know
friend.
what you see in your unconsciousness, Lamont. But it's not death. You're still breathing. Your heart is still beating. You're not dead.
That's not what I saw. And I look at Hal.
Listen to science.
So that guy is eating people,
Yep.
right?
He's dead now. Or
That's
I don't
good.
know. I don't know if he was eating people, but he certainly was cutting
Serving
up.
them up to others.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's dead now. It's fine.
I'm having some trouble breathing. Is that normal?
Probably.
Well, you almost died. But
You have like a gaping wound in your chest, so.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, I'm bleeding out right now. That's fun. No more roof climbing for me for a while.
Oh,
Who's hungry?
I'm tired. I guess I'm a little hungry.
I want one of those meat pies.
No, Lamont, that's people.
Don't eat those.
Those are people pies.
Other people?
Yes.
Yeah, you're the one who
Lamont.
told us that. Were you lying?
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
get hit in the head that hard?
Well, it
Apparently.
hit me in the chest, and then I fell on my head. And then Igor just dropped me on my head.
Fair.
I think I kind of an upset tummy.
Probably from seeing the people pies. And getting hit with an axe in the chest. Now,
Yeah.
you've been cleaned up. Perhaps we should all leave this place. Again, that sounded like a good idea.
yes.
In
Yeah.
the distance, a cock crows, and you see that it's actually dawn now. There's light in the sky.
Ugh.
I gotta go potty.
I didn't need to know that. And Wendell just walks out of the room. Doesn't...
Have we searched this room? I don't think we did.
Mhm.
Did we?
We found
Yes.
some
Papers.
papers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's right.
Found some
That's how we knew.
correspondence
Mhm.
and whatnot.
Stumble
And we
towards
took
a
it
wall.
all. We put it in the bag.
I stumble towards a wall and put my left hand on it and urinate.
I've already left, thank goodness.
Yeah, I walk out at that point.
Okay, so you guys head downstairs
Oh.
and walk towards the direction where you were heading out. And as you're walking that direction, you feel a bit of a sprinkle of warm coming down from the ceiling above you because the exit goes right underneath where he's urinating.
Every time it rains and rains.
Igor!
Ugh.
It's dark inside, so it was difficult, and your passive perceptions weren't quite high enough to notice just small drips of urine coming from the ceiling.
Yes,
So
no, it gets prestidigitated immediately. Why me? Keep seeing everyone naked except the good people, but no. I was trying to avoid it this time. Something else entirely happened. Fine. Wendell walks out very perturbed.
The street near the broken down windmill is empty for the most part. Very few people travel this direction. It seems that maybe there's a reason for that.
Yes, they get turned into sausages and meat pies. Also, this is the poor part of town, so...
Yeah, this is the real slum.
Yes. Finally found it. Only took me...
26
episodes. 25. Yes. Alright, should we rest out here? You haven't been out here terribly long.
Is there like an inn around here?
Oh, I'm sure they've something that passes for one.
How you have spent some time in all the slums from your previous job in association with the class. You know that closer to the gate, there are some smaller facilities that might be considered an inn. Taverns, they're rough for the most part, but at this time of morning, most of the drunks have been kicked out and they'd be cleaning up at this point. So you could probably find a cheap place near the wall.
Okay, I head that way. I head one that I know is not associated with the class.
All right. You have to walk a little bit away from the main road.
That's fine.
until you find the Yellow Barrel.
Push the door open and head on
And
in.
the placard on the sign is a man urinating into a barrel.
I go in.
It's the floor is sand dust and ragged. The roof is low and the building is not well made. It kind of leans, has those nice fun angles that you see in some older buildings that aren't quite built properly. There's a single small bar at the end with a couple kegs behind it and an older woman with gray hair, human behind the bar.
Do you have any rooms available? Hi.
Yeah, we have a couple. By the hour?
What was that supposed to mean?
Well, I mean, there's you and
Yes.
No.
some rather strapping men there. I mean, haven't seen you
No.
around here before. I don't know.
No.
You working? No?
No.
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 You
No.
can s- I mean, you can get some work in this area for that kind of thing.
No, thanks. I'm good. God, no.
Oh, well, yeah, I can give you a couple of rooms. It's a silver a head for a room. I got a couple double bedrooms up there if you want to stay for a little while. They're open.
Sure, and
Would you like a drink to go along on your way up there?
I'm good.
I'm alright.
It's just a copper cup for the ale.
No, Igor, you can't have any.
Oh, master.
He'll put the 2 silver down for himself and you.
Okay.
Put them down for me.
All right. And you two, sirs. Tall, red, furry.
I don't have a silver, so I guess I'll give you a gold piece. Here you go.
You want some change?
Nah.
No. Well, then you can buy it for your boyfriend there. She puts it in her pocket.
Why do people keep implying that he's my boyfriend?
Maybe because he is.
Who, me?
Uh,
I mean, he's a boy and we're friends, but
I'm not sure the problem. Up the top of the stairs,
like-
just at the end.
Like just gals being pals, man. That's all it is.
That's fair. I'm just top of the stairs. I'm not judging. Just top of the stairs, first 2 rooms, and then the other one's at the end of the hall.
Thanks. I will take the one by myself at the end of the hall.
Okay. These are low ceilinged. It's a angled roof rooms, so there's not a lot of headroom. Harlan, you have a hard time walking upstairs. You have to duck your head. Even Wendell has to duck a bit.
Oof.
And
Ugh,
then
distasteful.
it's not the cleanest
I have
location.
Igor go over the entire room with a feather duster, and I'm not even going to sleep on the mattress. I'm just going to gingerly sit and do paperwork and stuff.
There's lumpy beds,
Ugh.
no pillows, ratty kind of, bedding, a single nightstand with a single candle that's half burnt down in each of the rooms.
I have Igor pull the nightstand over to the side of the bed so I can use it as a writing desk.
Okay, so
Something way worse. So.
before you all rest and head to sleep, anything else you'd like to do?
Not
or
sleep.
for Windows case, sit still for 4 hours.
I would like to walk through the front doors of this establishment, scowl at the friendly person behind the bar, go upstairs following everyone to their rooms, and I eventually just give up halfway through down the hall and just lay down and fall asleep in the hall.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Since you were last in, I don't know that anyone noticed really. Harlan notices that you're not in his room. Does that bother you, Harlan? Okay. So everyone heads to sleep or or starts working for their rest. After a little while, Lamont, you feel someone kicking you in your side. Hey, you can't sleep on the floor. You got a room right there. Go.
What?
It's the old woman from behind the bar. She's just like kicking you with her foot. Come on, get up. Get out. You can't sleep on the floor.
How dare you? You don't know what I'm up against.
I know you're up against my foot right now. It's going to be in your ass if you don't get moving.
Where am I going then? You tell
That
me.
room
big
right
fella.
there where your friend, the big red one, is sleeping.
You sleep in it.
I own this establishment, sir. Either you can go to the room that you purchased or you can sleep out in the street.
God, you people are the worst. You know, I used to sleep behind the alley behind this place. It was much better than this hallway.
And then you're welcome to go back.
All right, help me up. Come on, help me up. Give me
She turns and walks away.
Oh, God. This is sort of service industry. All right. And he like crawls on his hands and knees to the room and like bangs on it.
It swings open.
Is this the big? You're the big red one.
You see the sleeping form of Harlan in the bed closest to the door.
What?
What are you doing? You want to
What do
play?
you think? I'm trying to sleep.
Oh, where should I? Are we sharing a bed, or am I sleeping in the like over there? Or...
There's another bed right over there. You sleep in
Oh.
that bed.
Everybody's so prickly. You should go to sleep. You seem
I am-
tired.
Trying to. So,
Okay. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. I just like fall asleep in the middle of the floor.
just, like take out some cotton balls or something, stuff in my ear.
Okay. So 6 hours goes by. You guys are doing a quick rest. I'll give you a benefits of a full rest of 6 hours.
How many hit points do I get back? What do I roll?
Yeah, full. You're back to full.
Yay!
Oh, yay.
You at the end of a long rest, you go back to full and you regain half of your spent dice.
Hello, spell slots. All two.
All right, spell slots come back and all that. So, Wendell, you're the first to start feeling a bit better. You feel re-energized.
Yes, it's amazing what journaling does for the soul.
Yes, bullet journals are the key. Igor's snoring in his bed.
Well, I will get up. I'll put a bookmark in where I last left off. I have created a few more pamphlets. While we're in this part of town, and I'll wake up Igor with my mage hand. Igor, wake up.
Yes, master.
All right, yes. You're rested now, or you should be better. You look better. Well, you look less awful.
I feel better.
That's good. You look less awful. Go make
Thank
sure
you,
the
master.
others are doing all right. I will be downstairs in what this place calls. common room.
Igor goes across the way to the first door, which is where Lamont and Harlan are sleeping. He bangs on the door. Boom, boom. Master says it's time to get up.
Ugh.
Who's master?
Boom,
Is that
boom,
lady
boom, boom.
downstairs?
I'm pretty sure it's Igor talking about
The door swings open. He's like, "Oh, good morning."
Ah, yes. Good morning, Igor. Why don't you go find breakfast?
Okay. Is that an order? You want me to go eat? I'll go eat if you want me to.
Bring
Just-
some potato stuff.
Potato. Is that like a casserole? Are we talking tater tots or hash browns, or
Just potato.
is it a breakfast thing?
Whatever you get, as long as it's starchy.
Okay. Do I get to eat it too?
Harlan, you get to eat it.
Sure.
All right,
Okay.
sure.
He's gone. Doesn't even go to Hal's room because now he's got a new
'Cause
order
food.
and there's
Yeah.
food.
I'm gonna
You hear a
put on-
crash and people yelling. You think he might be in the kitchen of this place.
Who's gonna wake up? Hal.
I will after I put on my armor.
Put your armor on. I'll go wake her up. And like stumble over to a room I think might have Howl in it.
Okay. Do you knock on the door?
Like bang on the door. Best friend.
What?
Best friend. It's time for breakfast.
Isn't it like nighttime now though?
Well, we were up at the crack of dawn, or at least a half crack past. So it's probably like noon now.
It's midday.
I don't know. Sun's out, guns out. Put your pants on. Come eat.
All right, fine.
I'm gonna wait out here while you do that.
God damn it. All right, fine. And I'll get up very slowly, very groggily, and get all my stuff.
Okay. Wendell, you're downstairs in what they call a common room. You found the only chair that has 4 solid legs under it.
Yes.
But the table wobbles, so it's hard to take notes on. And you see Igor.
I'll use my mage hand to hold my book for me so that it's
As you
stable
write
while
it-
I write.
Okay. Well, as you're writing, you see Igor just kind of dive into the kitchen, and you hear yelling and the crashing of plates and things.
I did not tell him to do that. Must have been Lamont. And I just pretended that that's not happening.
After a few minutes, Igor comes out with like several platters full of potato things. Just different, like there's actually just potatoes on one platter. He's not sure. They're not even cooked, they're just potatoes. And he puts them down on the table. Mr. Harlan and Mr. Lamont wanted potato things.
How did I know? It must be psychic. Yes, I suppose brunch is in order. And he'll just take, like, I don't know, some scalloped potatoes off of
There's
there.
some there.
And he'll just, like, they should be down soon, I would assume. Just set it all up on the table, Igor. I have tater tots in the kitchen right now, and it's so hard to, like, not get up and eat them right now. Let me just say.
Potato things.
Potato
So,
stuff.
Tots.
What about Harlan, Howell, and Lamont? You guys come downstairs?
Oh yeah. After I get presentable.
Okay. You come downstairs to the common room. There's really no one there. No one even behind the bar at the point. But you see potato things on a table. Lots of them.
Oh. Well, all right. Good job, Igor.
Thank you. And he's just digging into a casserole.
Kind of take one of the raw potatoes and just bite into it.
How's
Okay.
the potato? How's the potato this morning?
Starchy.
Mm,
Very good.
excellent.
Crisp.
Crisp indeed.
Like a good apple. The hobgoblin's probably fine.
It's got a bit of a strange flavor because there's a lot of eyes growing on it, and you really didn't pick them off. But I don't know, maybe hobgoblins like
Texture.
potato eyes.
Yeah, it adds a little bit of flavor to it.
Okay.
I like the eye flavor.
All right. So everyone's
Real
sitting down
eyeful.
having potato brunch.
Yes, potato brunch.
Potato brunch.
Mm-hmm.
Fortified.
Is everyone feeling better now after you've all had a good little nap?
Quite.
Can't turn my
Back
head.
down this meat vendor.
Yes. It's good to get some meat pies for dessert.
Question. Do I have to attune to my new axe?
No.
Okay, cool. Otherwise, I would have spent time to attune to it.
Okay. It's just a very sharp axe.
Sweet. Okay, so before I had 2 long swords, my moon sword and just a regular one.
Mhm.
Now I have my moon sword and my wicked axe.
And you see, like, looking at it now, that it's got that wicked crescent moon blade on it with a just a spike on the back for balance, and then it's kind of like an S shape, slight S shape of a handle,
Sweet.
and it's this leather wrap on the handle, and it ends in a claw as the counterweight on the bottom, grasping something that you're not sure exactly what it is. It looks like it might like it's a stone looking like egg or something like that. Might be a dragonborn symbol or something.
Cool.
But the leather looks strange.
Is it people leather?
You could make an investigation and see, possibly.
Yes,
Yes.
please. Please help, Wendell.
I would love to assist in this investigation. People leather
Okay.
does seem like quite a...
Ooh!
Imagine having a suit made
Natural
of
20,
peasants.
so a 19.
You look at it, and it does not have the qualities of most like deer leather or other soft hides that are used in handles. It seems to be a different type of material. You believe it might possibly be because it was this particular dragonborn's. Hi, Tesla. It might be human or humanoid. People leather.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Very intimidating.
Yeah. I'm not the one who skinned this person.
No,
so-
but you could use it. You could like, look what happened to the last guy.
Exactly.
Yes. Unless you wanted some lizard leather, then it could actually be the last guy.
Sure,
That
he
would have
was.
been a good idea.
Might be a bit late for that now.
Can take the leather of the last thing I killed with it. Just add. That'd be cool.
I suppose.
It's an idea.
I don't know.
There's
More
still
macabre
dried-
way of notching your axe.
There's like dried blood still on the crescent. Most of it's Lamont's.
Yeah, fair. All right, Igor, I guess you can clean it.
He's like, oh, I'm sorry. What do you want me to do?
Clean the
Clean
axe.
the axe. You get
Can I
Lamont's
eat more
blood all
potatoes
over.
after?
Sure.
A
Okay.
I
few.
don't care.
He takes out the feather duster. He's like, right back to eating.
That's your last plate, Igor.
Last platter. Yes, master.
Your plate.
What's the difference?
Plates are smaller.
Oh, that's no fun.
You'll thank me eventually.
Yes, master.
All right. Now that brunch has been taken care of, perhaps we should go visit. You know,
The Cuddly Bear or the
Cuddles
what?
meat in
Cut.
meat
Yeah,
pies.
sure. I don't know why I was thinking Cuddly Bear.
Of course.
All right. Well, I'm ready to go.
Thought we were selling a robot.
Oh yes, we can do that. I'm sure it's on the way. And I'll pull out a map.
Nimble right.
Yes, nimble ride.
Okay,
Can I have
so
the
you-
satchel back, Howl?
Yeah, That's fine.
Thank you.
Sure.
Dump some ham in there that I made. All right.
Okay.
Can I find Cuddles meat pies on the map? I think he gave us like at least the district it was in. Wasn't it in Abdar's Promenade?
It's in Abdar's Promenade.
Uh-huh.
It's a well-known location.
Okay.
You notice that it is. Get to the map real quick. You know that it's not on the main beaten path, but it's just inside the gate you crossed over last night. So once you get back through the main gate into the city and you cross back inside, it's generally in this direction.
So it is on the way to the House of Inspired Hands. Convenient. All right. Well, let's get going, shall we?
Sure.
Excellent. We'll head off.
A few potatoes. 4 leaves.
Okay.
Snacks for later, you know?
Yeah. Potato snacks.
All right, so you guys head through the gate. It's daytime now. There's a normal flow of people coming through. It has started to rain since you
how dreadful.
laid down. So it is pouring pretty much today. It's a bit of windy, it's overcast, it's raining again. So the guards aren't really caring who comes in and out. They're just keeping a cursory eye
Yeah, and the
on
shift would have
things.
changed too, because we came in right at the end before shift change happened.
Yes.
So we'll just walk on past. The Cuddles.
Okay. So you head through and you make your way into the general area where you see Cuddles meat pies.
Yes.
Okay. Give me a second to make sure I've got this down because I didn't get to prep quite as much with my headache today. So as you're heading in the direction of Cuddles meat pies, there's an alley along the side that goes behind where Cuddles meat pies are. And you would imagine that's probably where Justin Rask's cart delivered things. Do you go in the main store or do you go around back?
So it stands to reason that Lamont, in his time destitute and homeless, living on the street, eating out of trash cans, spent some time in the West Slums. Would you say?
Yes.
So maybe I'm somewhat familiar with the back of this place.
We're in
not in the
We're
West
back
Slums
in
anymore.
Abdar's
Oh,
Promenade
Oh,
now.
back in Outhouse
But,
Promenade?
Yeah.
but you are familiar with back alleys. That's where you found most of your food for
Your
several
favorite
weeks.
terrain.
It is. Thank you, Lindy.
Welcome.
That doesn't say that on D&D Beyond, but that is true.
'Cause you're not a ranger.
How dare you? So yeah, I mean, I think I'd probably confer with the group here. All right, so what's the plan here? We're gonna sneak in the back and kill everybody, or are we buying pies,
It's
or what are we
broad
doing?
daylight. Perhaps we should not murder everyone.
So we're gonna go in there and ask if they're selling people pies.
No.
Are we selling the nimble right here?
No.
Yeah, what is the plan?
We last know that the stone that everyone's going insane over. Maybe not literally insane, but figuratively insane over. Was delivered here just after dusk last night. We need to find out if it's still here. And if so, where? And if not, where it went.
Okay, so how are we gonna figure that out?
We know the name of the delivery person. We could do as a ruse. Saying, oh, Justin delivered the wrong thing here last night. We're here to correct his mistake. Do you still have the package? And that would give us, well, perhaps it would give us knowledge as to whether or not it is still here. If it's moved on. Because then we could say, oh, it's not here. Where did you send it off to? Because they're going to have my head if I don't get it. Oh no.
Okay, but also the last time we started asking questions to random people, we almost got arrested.
Yes, those were guards, though.
Yeah.
This
These
is
people are probably much more dangerous because it's the
He
class.
makes meat pies. He's a baker.
He's connected with the guy that we just murdered, who
was
works
a
for the class.
butcher. That's much more dangerous than a baker.
Who works for the class.
Yes, but occupationally.
As you guys are sitting there discussing, Lamont, you've been kind of eyeing the alleyway and the road out front, and you notice just cursory investigation, just your experience with these
We're like
alleys.
across the street, just like talking.
You see deep ruts, and with the amount of rain we've had recently, these would have to have been new. These are cart ruts. It looks like a cart horse had pulled something back into the alley behind Cuddles Meat Pies. You imagine that maybe that's where Justin, Rask has been recently.
Can I do I got this eye for detail thing.
Okay.
And I think it's one of those things where, they're all talking and then that I just start like losing track and start walking.
You're going to Sherlock it?
Building and just kind of peeking around, and you guys are out of focus in the background, and I'm kind of got tunnel vision, and I'm looking at these ruts on the ground. So there's a thing here that says I can eye for detail. I can make a perception check to uncover, decipher clues. So I'm gonna, if that's okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I see the ruts and they're pretty obvious, but maybe I go over to it, and why won't my character sheet pull up? Oh, there it is. It's this whole D&D thing, it's just confusing.
Okay, time. It's okay,
investigation?
You can do an investigation check if you'd like. You're standing at the mouth of the alley now.
The thing I'm doing is an insight check, which is
okay.
Bummer, because I get a -1, but whatever.
Oh no.
Well, I'm going to say that with the benefit of the ruts already being there, you've given yourself advantage because this is here. You know what you're looking for, and with advantage, you rolled a natural 20. So you see that the tracks go past the back of Cuddles Meat Shop. You can see the entryway there, and it goes around. It looks like it parked behind around a corner. Possibly. It's not there now. You can glance in and you don't see anything, but you do hear voices inside the alley that just quiet voices, someone talking.
All right. Lamont pulls his hood over his head. It's raining, right?
Yes, it is.
Well, being the terror, what strikes at midnight, I'm going to sneak up on these guys and eavesdrop on them. I want to hear what they're saying.
Okay.
Hopefully that means climbing on something, but I don't have to.
Well, no, this building is a low building, surrounded by several taller buildings. There are several different boxes and crates and things that would give you ample ability to climb above.
Stealth check?
Like replace stuff in a...
Well, I would need you to do a climbing check. So I would need a dexterity check, an acrobatics check. You're having difficulty climbing. It's not as easy. Everything is slick with the rain. You knock over one of the crates that you're trying to climb up with that 9, and you hear the door open to the back of Cuddles. And so let's go ahead and is everyone else, while we're doing this, what's the rest of you guys doing now?
Probably talking.
Still arguing while Lamont walking off by himself?
I think maybe at this point, now that he's tried to climb something, we look over and be like, what's he doing?
Okay, so we're going to put you on this map real quick.
Sweet. Hey, give me that stealth check to try to make sure that nobody spots me.
Well, you fell off a crate trying to climb the wall. You can't really do it stealthy, but I'll give you an opportunity to see how stealthy you were going up. Go ahead. I'll give you that. You did ask for it.
All right. Thank you.
So you were very quiet making your way up, but unfortunately due to the slick surface, you do knock over a few things. So you're not seen, but the crates that are falling to the ground are. and you're not having you're not be able to get good purchase on the wall to climb up. And with that, a woman walks out the back door. She's an older woman, human, gray hair. She just looks like she's portly, kind looking.
Jumper.
And-
I'm just kidding.
And she's like, what are you doing back here, sir? And he
She's
looks over and sees the other people coming in.
Oh, I don't think we've come over. I think we've just
Okay.
turned our heads from now that we heard the thing fall. Maybe
She see me? She looking at me, or she's looking at?
She comes around the corner and looks right at you, hanging on the wall.
All right, I telepathically communicate with her.
Yeah, you're like
course
right
I'm-
there.
Soaking wet, and my shirt's all bloody, and I'm all hunched.
we've cleaned you up. You're not bloody anymore.
Oh, fine.
I know. The worst.
What are you doing?
I own the shop that you're climbing on. Cuddle's Meat Pies. I'm Sora Cuddle.
What kind of meat's in the pies? Woman?
Well, I use only the best meats that I get here from Abdar's Promenade. I get from a lot of local butchers.
Is one of them a dragonborn?
Oh, I don't buy from him often, but we've had a bit of a shortage, and I didn't want to run out, so I did pick up some this morning, from Rask. He delivered some for me. He's a good man. Helps out around here from time to time.
You tried the meat yet?
It's all processed already. It's just a matter of baking it into pies, seasoning it properly. It's meat. What do you do?
It's people.
It's
Excuse me?
Soylent Green.
It's people.
Look, son, I don't know who you are, but telling me I'm serving people pies is not something I'm going to just take by on your good word when you're climbing around stealthily on my back wall.
Listen to me, pie woman.
Look, I'm not going to take your tone of voice or whatever
I
it is
am
you're
the
doing talking
terror
in my
what
head.
Strikes in the dark, and
That's fine.
I
I'm
am
going to
on
go get the
trail
guard, and we'll
of
see.
human flesh pies, and
All right.
you are at the end.
She
of it.
walks
I
inside.
really wish I had sleep and just
doesn't even
to
listen
just
to you
try
anymore.
to
She just
drop
walks in.
Lamont.
Where are you going? I'm supposed to have intimidated the hell out of you. Where are you going?
She walks into her shop. She said, last you heard, she said she's calling the guards.
Shit, I hate it when they do that.
We are currently being chased by some guards.
Uh-huh.
So
That's real bad.
that's real bad.
I telepathically reach out to Lamont and I'm like, you stared at her very intensely. I hope you weren't threatening her in telepathy.
I didn't directly threaten her. I tried to tell her that her pies are made of people, and she didn't believe me, and she dismissed me.
Oh god, she's in the service industry. Were you insulting her?
I called her a pie woman, which is not inaccurate.
It is not. But peasants tend to take their work very seriously. Which is good, because not they might, buy it or something. Did she say anything about, removing you from the roof or having you removed?
She said something about calling the guards.
That's bad, Lamont. You should leave the area. I don't think the rest of our cover's been blown, but we should all probably leave because the guards were actively looking for us.
You maybe.
No, all of us.
Us.
Remember the inn last night? We all had to leave because they were looking for all of us.
Then we stand our ground and run them through.
I don't think you understand the concept of city guard.
I think
And I'll
we-
tell up to the others, Lamont's blown our cover, basically. Perhaps we should ask briefly inside, pretending not to know Lamont, if Mr. Rask has been here already.
Sure.
She said she buys meat from Rask and did it recently. She's processed the meat and is ready to bake it into pies.
Okay, well, we won't buy pies here then. Simple solution.
No one should buy the pies, don't you get it?
I'm not out here trying to stop the rampant onslaught of cannibalism that has recently gripped Amon. I'm here trying to find the Stone of Kalor.
Quick question. Can I take a look around like the side of the building? So not like maybe in the back.
Okay.
I just want to make a quick look to see if I see any thieves' camp.
Okay. Now the alley, if you look at the map where Lamont is, the alley entrance is over here.
Okay.
You guys are across the street.
Uh-huh.
So you'd have to walk into the alley towards where Lamont is sitting. But as you're doing that, you see 5 shadowy forms come out of a side alley and well, they're not really, and start heading into an alley around a corner, and they disappear, and then you hear fighting.
Maybe that's where we need to go. I'm gonna head in that direction.
All right. If you'd like, I can distract the meat pie woman from calling the guard at the front if you all want to go around the back.
Sure.
Okay. And Wendell will walk in through the door like he's a customer. He's dressed very nicely.
That comes in through the front side. You see Sora, who's a portly, kind-looking older woman, human woman, but at her desk, or not desk, at the counter, writing on a piece of parchment very quickly. She looks a little put out, a little angry.
I'll try to use my smooth moves to smooth her over.
You are when you step in, your senses are assaulted with the smells of freshly baked meat pies. They are seasoned several different ways, and so they have a cacophony of different smells, and your mouth just starts watering.
I'll walk in and I'm there. Oh, did I just walk into heaven? This smells amazing in here.
Oh, hello.
And you must be the angel who works here.
I am Sora Cuttle, thank you. Can I interest you in meat pies? We have some fresh baked this morning.
Really? Well, the smell as if it sounds like you have quite the variety as well.
We do. The fresh ones are from this morning, but as meat pies are done with seasonings and whatnot, several days, they're still fine. I don't charge as much for those. If you wish, I can warm them up very quickly, but the fresh ones are normally the best.
They are, but I am interested. See, I'm a bit of a connoisseur. I would like to try a bit of each variety that you have here, perhaps starting with the oldest ones?
Oh, with the oldest?
Yes.
Oh, well fine.
We might as well work our way up to the best, am I right?
Well, I mean, if you have the time.
I
am
all
sort
the
of
time
in the middle
world.
of something. There was some vagabond out back who was causing trouble.
When I just walked
trying to start rumors
from down the street, and I didn't see anyone there, so.
No. Roll a perception check real quick.
Okay, I could try.
Harlan, what are you guys doing now?
Natural 20.
Okay, you hear the sound. Like, these walls are very solid for her building, but you do hear the sound of what it sounds like combat coming through the wall to your west. Al, what are you doing?
I'm headed towards that combat through the back.
Okay, Lamont, what are you doing? You were on the wall. You're being chastised by Wendell. There's some forms just ran around a corner, and you hear fighting going on. You see Hal coming.
All right. I just draw my 2 short swords and put them underhanded, and then I want to sneak up on these people fighting. And I don't want to
climb on the roof again.
I would love to climb on the roof.
Okay, give me another acrobatics. Are you going to use one of your ropes or something to give you advantage and make it easier?
Yes.
Grappling hook.
I have a grappling hook.
Yeah, you use your batarang and you grapple up. You took it from the bat dude who is really bad.
It's a homeless orang. All right, wait. Acrobatics?
Yes, with advantage. Okay, you climb right up. You just missed your footing the first time. So you find yourself looking over the roof. This particular building is a low single-story flat roof. Seems just like a shed on the back of a building. Before you is another alley, and you're looking down, and there are 3 people fighting tooth and nail against what looks like 5 large bestial forms. They're furry, they're angry, they're fighting with a lot of aggression against these 3 humans.
Can I see Hal, or did I track where Hal is?
You heard Hal coming into the alleyway behind you. So you're on top of the building. Hal is in the alleyway. Harlan, what are you doing?
I'm probably just with Hal. Probably.
Okay, so you follow along.
And I would have sent Igor with them as well.
Okay.
I've got my axe out.
I'm going to move the party token over. You're looking down a small alleyway, and you see the back of 3 forms that seem to be in combat with someone around the corner.
Hey!
They do not hear you. They're growling a bit. Harlan, make me a perception check. You feel somewhat of an affinity towards these creatures, possibly.
I see. Like I've seen them before. Perception. There we go.
These are bugbears.
Mm-hmm. Oh my! What are they doing here?
You know these guys?
I assume I don't actually know them.
Maybe you do.
You don't know. I mean, all you see is their back and their combat stances. You recognize that they're Iron Authority trained.
I mean, should we help? What should we do? These are your people.
They're definitely Iron Authority. I don't know what the hell they're doing here.
So we should attack and ask questions.
Very good.
Well, if they see me, I must make sure they're dead.
All right, so let's attack, ask questions, and kill them. And I'm gonna pull out. Well, I already have my axe out, but I'm gonna go up to the first one and I'm gonna whack him.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna start combat then. So I'm gonna put up the initiative. For those of you who are rolling, actually just roll and tell me what it is, and I'll write it down. That's fine.
I'll roll 2 even though I'm inside, just in case I hear things escalating.
Okay.
That is a 16.
Okay.
16 as well.
8.
5.
Oh, no. Your first roll was a 21, Harlan.
Double click this X.
That's fine. Okay.
What? No,
21
oh my god.
for Harlan.
Yeah.
Lamont, what was yours? Oh, 5.
5.
Okay. 5.
Should I roll for
You're-
Igor?
If you'd like.
This is Lamont's comic book cover, by the way, and that's why he's so late. He's just feeling very cool. He's got his knees up. He's got one hand on the lip of the roof. He's got his short sword drawn.
Igor
it's
also
raining.
got a 16.
You've got the
Okay.
cloak billowing behind him. Some Todd McFarlane shit. Just looks
Wendell, what was yours?
badass.
16.
Okay, so we have
Like
3
3 on a
16s here.
16. Hal can go first. She's got more.
I have a 14.
We have the same. Actually, I have a 15. No, you can go first.
Okay. So, Hal, you're going to go first because you're starting a surprise round, and then
Okay.
we'll go down the initiative. So you make an attack at the back of a bugbear. So you're going to get a
Yeah.
surprise attack. This is at advantage.
Oh, sweet. I got a roll 2. Okay, hold on. It's a 15 and a 10, so that is a 22 to hit.
Okay, I believe a 22 will hit.
Sweet. And that's a d12 plus 5?
Well, it's a D12. You roll a D12 plus your
Plus
proficiency,
4.
your strength, and 1.
No,
Not
for damage.
Oh, for damage?
It's just
Strength
4
plus
plus 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so plus 5. So 11
Okay.
slashing.
So you strike down on the back of this bugbear, and it screams and turns towards you. You see the one beside it turn and look towards you as well. All right, so we start at the top of the turn. Harlan, you are first.
Oh, you shouldn't have seen me. But let's see. First things first, I will chromatic orb that guy. Don't look at me. And we'll go with Acid.
Okay. All right. So you make your attack and you catch the one that turned around and looked at you, or the other one beside him?
Definitely the one that looked at me.
Okay, so that's the one that Hal attacked. You just do hit him. He almost dodges out of the way. You see your acid orb eat into his armor, into his flesh, and he just falls screaming. The first one is down.
Good. Shouldn't have looked at me.
How dare you lay your eyes upon me?
Okay. Welcome to Igor. Glad to have you back, sir. You've been you've had quite a day. You ate a lot of potatoes today. Lots of potato stuff, casseroles, raw potatoes, tater tots.
Sounds like the perfect thing for Igor to eat.
Yes. And then you all headed out looking for Cuttle's meat pie store. And while you were all talking about the best way to approach it, Lamont went ahead and started the whole thing off. There is now a combat going on behind the store. You, Lamont, Lamont's on the roof. Harlan, Hal, and yourself, Igor, have rounded a corner and have found 4 bugbears fighting some unknown humanoids around the corner. Lamont can see they're just normal humans, but the rest of you don't know yet. Okay? And you're going in the middle here with everyone else. So the bugbears go next. One bugbear comes and attacks Hal, who is in the lead, and he makes, let's see. All right, he gets one attack. So he's going to attack with a Morning Star at you. Does a 20 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So that is 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9 points of damage. He swings his Morning Star down on you and cracks through your armor.
Sweet.
All right. It is now your turn, Hal.
Sweet. I'm gonna swing right back at him.
Okay.
And I don't have advantage this time, right?
No.
Okay, cool. That's 15 plus 7, so another 22.
That definitely hits. You strike right through in reply to his attack.
For hot damn. 11 plus 5, so 16.
That is, you got him good there. You see him take a brunt of this slashing attack with your axe, and you cut through his armor. He falls to one knee, but is still standing slightly, still able to fight.
Yeah, I'm an action surge.
Okay.
Okay, that's a little worse, but it's still plus 7. So 19?
19 does strike through again.
Cool.
Roll your damage.
For, dear God, 15.
How do you kill this one?
Pick the right D12. I just want to, since I've got this fancy new wicked axe, I just want to swing it over my head once and then just straight down the middle.
You split into his armor and his chest, and you actually see that the upper body, the torso, kind of split apart some. Nice. as it just dies, blood coming out of its mouth, screaming.
Sweet. And then I'm gonna turn at the other ones and growl at them.
Okay. They're around the corner. They seem to be currently engaged.
Okay. Can I move up then? Can I?
Yes, you can use your movement to move up.
Sweet. I'm gonna do that. I can't.
You turn the corner, and you see two humanoids fighting these bugbears, and another one standing behind. It's got a little bit of blood, and she looks and recognizes you. And you hear her say, "Oh shit, group's here."
Who is it? Do I recognize this person? Wait. Wait.
We got recognized,
Do I recognize
folks.
this person?
It's our first time.
We have notoriety.
Oh my gosh. Well, or Fang, one of the two. Was it a human?
I recognize her?
Let's see. Roll me. Just roll me a history check.
Okay, that's bad.
Oh shit, groups here. What'd you get?
That's a nat 1, so that's a 0.
Nope, you do not know them.
I have no fucking clue who this person is.
And so you see her turn to the wall, and it looks like she's about to climb up the wall. Lamont, you see this. You see someone starting to climb up the wall near where you're located. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Hal?
That's all I can do.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Wendell, you're trying a meat pie.
How is it?
It's been rewarmed. It's actually quite good. It's very seasoned. It's not as fresh, but
I don't want the fresh ones. I'm going to try to buy as much time as possible with these older ones. Is that
it's
nutmeg? I take.
Yes.
Oh, really?
It's very good. I have one with cardamom, if you like.
Yes, please. I do
Oh,
love
that was 2 days ago. It's still well fresh. Well fresh.
Yes. I wouldn't even know this was 2 days.
Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind.
Just being honest.
Well, here, I'll cut a piece for you. So
Thank
you're
you.
just snacking, and you just hear people dying in the hall. Like you can hear it. She doesn't seem to notice. Like it's no big deal.
Yeah, I gotta. That's the whole goal here is to
Yeah, she's
keep
like,
her
"Oh,
busy.
Don't mind the neighbors. They're strange. I don't like
they?
them really.
Really?
They're up to
I
all
don't-
sorts of things.
What kind of things?
all-
What kind of neighbors?
Well,
Let me tell.
It's just-
Don't
it's-
get me started on mine.
it's just I don't know. They come and go at strange hours. Sometimes I've noticed blood on them. Sometimes. I don't know. I feel one is a pale, gaunt woman, kind of young, stringy hair. The other one's older and bald, missing an ear. They don't look like good people. It's a shack behind there anyway.
Ew.
I don't feel comfortable, but I've not been able to catch them doing anything bad myself, so I can't get the guards on them.
Ugh. Neighbors, am I right? And he'll
Right.
go on about he'll tell her a little story about how one of the it's not his neighbor, but it's one of the peasants that live in Haversham. Like one of them kept moving their property line over like a foot every year until it finally just got ridiculous. And we had to get the local magistrate involved.
Sometimes you just have to get the authorities involved.
Occasionally, yes. Now, this is the cardamom one.
Right, and so we're going back to the combat.
Did
Igor.
either of those descriptions sound familiar, though?
No, does
Okay.
not. Igor, you are standing in the middle of a battlefield. Two humanoids are fighting two bugbears. They aren't paying attention to you right now as they're currently engaged with the two humanoids, but the humanoids saw you. Their eyes are wide. They don't look happy that you're here, and one of them is running up a wall.
Okay, so has Eagle raged yet? Number one.
No,
Since
this is
I've
first
been-
no,
round.
we just started. It's your first combat
First
Came
round.
in just
Excellent.
in time.
Okay, you look to Marshmallow Master. Do we fight one of these?
I'm not. I told you to listen to Harlan howl because I'm inside. I'm away from
Harlan,
here.
howl. Do I fight one of these?
Yeah, stop that lady.
The lady. Ah, and Igor will go into a rage and
Give her a big hug.
yeah.
I don't
Is
think
she
you
the one
can
on the wall?
Yeah, I don't think you can
She's-
actually reach her.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult for you to get
Can
to
I
her
pick up like a
because
loose brick or rock and throw it?
Chuck
at her?
if you'd like to, sure.
I'm gonna rage throw a brick at her.
Concussion. Ugh.
Okay.
Incapacitate.
I
Let
call
me
this
make
move
sure I
concussion. You get a brick and you
I
chuck
don't-
it at someone's face.
I don't think Igor can jump that high, so
Okay. So what did you roll?
I haven't rolled yet. What am I rolling?
Well,
Strength
you're
check?
you're throwing your weapon, or you're throwing a rock.
A rock.
Oh,
Right.
okay, so it's improvised. It'd just be a dexterity check at this point.
Okay, I gotta do virtual dice, then my modifier. Eee. Okay, just dex.
Just a straight D20
It's
plus your dex.
11.
11. The rock impacts the wall next to her. She turns around, looking kind of surprised, and then just it seems even more interested in getting to the top of the roof.
Come back down here.
Okay, so then it is their turn. You see more combat. The bugbears are taking damage now. She actually reaches the roof at this moment and is 20 feet away from you, Lamont, and it is your turn.
Get her.
Get her.
So,
I'm just gonna kill everyone in the alley.
do I know if she's seen me? Can I do a bonus action and dash, which it says I can?
You are able to do a bonus action and dash.
Okay.
You
I'm
can
gonna
reach her
bonus
with your movement, though. She's only 20 feet away.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then I go right at I grin
Mhm.
and move right at her and attempt to sneak attack her.
Okay. Well, it would be a surprise attack, so you get to roll your attack at advantage, and then you get sneak attack.
Which I have advantage, which means if I hit according to my special sneak attack, I get to do a plus 2d6. So this is going to be sweet if I hit her. All right, here we go. I'm over here. Oh, I don't know. Looking at D&D Beyond, learning about my character. Here we go. So, wait. So, except I still don't know how Roll20 works. All right, here we go.
19.
Right.
She parries. She turns and parries your attack with her rapier.
Oh, be fancy.
And she looks at you and just sort of scowls. You don't know what you're getting into.
My sword is getting into your chest.
You don't have to catch me first.
Do it.
Okay.
Oh,
And then we're back at the top of the round. Harlan, there are 2 bugbears left standing. They're both partially injured, fighting 2 humanoids that don't look happy that you're here either.
just kind of roll around the corner, walk right up to one of the bugbears and touch him on the shoulder.
Okay, you have advantage. Oh God. Okay.
25. Holy shit.
Would you like to describe how your inflict wounds destroys this, or would you just like me to, roll with it?
You know Thanos, right?
Yeah.
Dust.
That's pretty much what happens. You see the bugbear just turn black and start screaming a silent scream. It arches its back, its weapons drop, and it just turns black and then gray and then dust and then mud as it disappears into the rain. The humanoid fighting in front, this older man, bald hair, kind of gray, just looks at you and his eyes get wide and it's like he just shit himself basically with what you just did, because that was pretty badass.
That was a free intimidation right there.
Yes, that guy is not. No, he's not happy. All right, so the remaining bugbear turns and looks over his shoulder at Hal and says, "The Spireling won't be happy with you interfering."
Really
And then
don't
it
care.
tries to break away.
It's only if the Spireling finds out.
Is he
It's disengage-
disengaging?
He's disengaging.
Fuck.
And he's trying to run. He pushes his way through the dust pile, and is heading up the alley, but he's injured.
Get him. Get him.
All right, you're next, Hal.
Can I reach him?
Yeah, he's not that far
Look
away.
it. Stop it.
An alley cat jumps out and grabs your ankle.
Fucking cats. Yeah, I'm gonna run up.
Okay, you could just get to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
Just a regular
Make your
attack. Right? Just a regular.
Yes,
I don't
ma'am.
have advantage or anything.
No.
It's a 16 to hit.
16 does just barely.
Oh, yes.
You catch him in his back. Are you like swinging for a leg or something? What are you doing here?
Yeah, I
Sweep
don't want
the
him
leg.
going anywhere.
Okay.
So that's 10 damage.
All right. With the current injuries it already had, you slice into him. You just see blood pouring out of his leg, and he kind of falls to one knee, and he's like, "Bilby was right about you," and he just kind of falls over dead.
Good. If it means that Bilby was right and I'm not a member of the class, suck my dick. And that's my turn.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Bro, release your hate here, all right? Come on now.
Let the hate flow.
Yes.
All right. So now we have Wendell. You're in here having you're having the
Ooh.
cardamom meat pie. It's a little more spicy than you want. It's a more seasoned than than real flavor. Yeah, it's
You could really taste the cardamom in this one.
well, that's why I sell it that way. There's some really strange people in this town that love that particular spice.
Oh, maybe they're foreign. I bet it's
As
maybe
you're talking, you just hear ah! You just screams from next door. And you hear Hal just start cursing at someone, you know.
I pretend not to recognize the voice.
It really seems like they're getting into it next door. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I really should just call the gods anyway on them.
I mean, don't know what they could be doing next. I mean,
Do you care for a cinnamon pie?
Oh, cinnamon, yes.
It's more of a
please.
seasonal sort of thing. This was
Oh.
yesterday.
Oh, yes. I'm very interested in the cinnamon.
Just buy, try another one. And now we have Igor.
I think I'll just telepathy if I can, because I just heard her voice howl, and just for a quick, just find out what's going on.
I can't reply, can I?
I know. Maybe he wouldn't say what's going. He'd be like, "I can only distract her for so long." It's going to be what he says.
Okay, out loud, I'm just like, we're trying, damn it!
Okay, so there's just,
What are we trying, Master?
there's just the one in the hallway, Igor now.
You hold this one. I need to ask him a few questions.
Load him! And Igor's going to rage tackle him, like full on bear hug, and try and wrestle him.
Let it.
Give me a moment.
Now, there's actually two humanoids still there. I forgot it was the bugbear that got disintegrated.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there's two humanoids there. So there's a woman and a man. The man seems to be a little bit shocked. That was the one, Harlan, you were fighting you killed the bugbear that was fighting the bald-headed man.
And Hal chased down the other bugbear.
And Hal chased down the bugbear, leaving the two humanoids standing there. There's a woman with stringy hair and an older man with a bald head. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention he was still there. So there are two humanoids still standing there. They're still brandishing weapons towards you.
One.
So yeah, what do you do, Igor?
We should probably ask.
Which one, Harlan?
Which one of you want to live or have a chance, anyways?
They both raise their hands.
All right, then drop your weapons and stand right there.
The older man with the bald head drops his weapons. The woman just hisses.
Okay, kill her.
It was pleasure. And Igor is going to charge at her with his warhammer, slipping it off his belt. He's gonna two-hand bonker.
Okay, two-hand bonker.
Two-hand bonking. Oh Lord, I'm pretty sure. It's not
Well
gonna hit,
then,
but let me see.
not in the street, Igor.
4 plus 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 to hit.
You take a swing and she just steps aside from it, kind of
Stop
laughing.
moving.
She slaps the old man upside the back of his head. Get yourself together. We can get out of here. Don't worry about Otto in the cage. Let's go.
What?
Otto in the cage? What?
Can Igor maneuver to get on the other side of them? Would he
Well,
have
they're
any
kind of
movement left?
blocking the alleyway
Mhm.
now.
Hmm.
They let Hal go through because she was going after the bugbear, but they're not going to let you get behind him now. They're kind of backing up slowly themselves.
One at least dropped their
Fine.
weapon, so maybe we can they can be.
Igor's
interrogated.
gonna look menacingly at them in his butler uniform.
Yes, the brand new butler uniform that looks so spiffy. Okay,
It's tailored to my anger, huh?
can you try and intimidate them? Possibly.
Can he intimidate them?
I would like to know.
Igor. Of course he can intimidate
Yeah,
them.
it's Igor. That might be the problem.
Oh
it is
my
the problem.
gosh, Igor, you are killing me.
You rolled a
That's an
17.
Oh,
The divination wizard comes through. They both they're the bald-headed one is looking at Harlan and he's scared of Harlan now. But then they both look at you and they're just like, oh shit. Like, why did we get
Nothing
ourselves in?
worse than a crazy half-orc butler looking at you holding a warhammer.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Okay, it's their turn. The old man falls to his knees. The woman disengages and runs down the alleyway and forgets that Hal's there and tries to run past you, Hal.
Igor howls.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Can I get her?
Yeah,
You
you can
try.
get her.
So wait. Okay.
Okay.
So, oh wait. So it was a 19 on the die. And because I'm a fighter, a champion fighter, that's a natural 20.
Okay.
So I roll
All your dice.
all the dice.
She might not make it out of that alley.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture of this real quick, just so
Okay.
I can show you guys. I
Oh,
rolled
you
an
go ahead
and tell-
11 and a 12.
11 and a 12.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. Plus
plus
what?
5.
Plus 5, 11 and 12. So that's 23 plus
28.
5. She had 27 health.
28. Oh my gosh.
But she'd already taken some damage from fighting the bugbears. How do you want to kill this woman?
I just want to lop her head off.
Just as she's walking by, just hold out
You
the axe.
Just
and you see-
knee-jerk
Oh,
reaction.
can the
like,
head
to
roll
hit,
back
you
into
know?
the alley behind where the guy is as he's just gotten onto his knees and be even more scared?
That's exactly what happens is it loops up, and then like Lamont and the woman are both standing there, and they look over, and the head just kind of looks at him, and it stares at him for a second, and then drops, and then rolls behind the old man.
Oh dear God. I love
right.
this axe.
Yeah, I know you do. All right, so it's now the woman on the rooftop. So she uses her action to disengage from you, uses her movement to run, and then dashes, and she's away on the roof.
I mean, can I do? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, no, you are next. That was the end of
Okay.
their. Okay.
Can I dash, etc., to catch up to her?
You can. If you're moving, you can use your you were right next to her.
Right.
When she ran, and she disengaged and then ran 30 feet and then ran 30 feet with her dash. You can run 30 feet with your movement, dash with your bonus action, and then attack.
You're damn right. Is it a sneak attack? No, she knows.
Well,
I'm-
no. She knows you're there now.
Okay.
And you don't have an ally with him.
All right. Give it to him.
That is a critical hit.
Really?
God damn.
Yes.
If only there was.
So roll your damage.
Shit, yeah.
Does an assassin get sneak attack even on a crit?
Is he? Are you?
Are
Are you an
you
assassin?
Oh,
I'm not an
okay.
assassin.
Wasn't sure.
I'm a
Thief.
stuff. No, there's a thing. I'll find it on.
Okay.
I really need to sit down and go through the.
Okay, so you do 11 points of damage to her.
Yeah.
She takes the attack, kind of grits her teeth, but it doesn't do a lot to her. And she looks at you. She's like, "That is your last mistake."
Give
I'm
yourself.
gonna die again.
As you measure yourself up against her, you believe that she is much more skilled than you are as a fighter solo. You've seen people like this before. She holds herself very well, and she took your critical attack in stride.
Okay.
Back at the top of the initiative order, Harlan,
All right.
you have the bald man is lying there looking at the head of his friend, and he's just he's just sitting there. He knows his life's over at this point.
Harlan just sighs and he drags one of the bugbears over. And he pulls out a scimitar and starts just chopping off the bugbear's head. And he says, "You might live through this if I like the answer to the next question I ask you."
I can't say a lot because my bosses would kill me, but I'll tell you what I can.
Are we still in
What
an initiative?
connection do you have to the Iron Authority?
No, you guys down below are not in initiative now. Lamont is in initiative upstairs up on the roof, but we'll go ahead and run this out and then we'll figure out what happens with them. I don't know anything about the Iron Authority. What do you mean?
I want to incite him.
Okay.
Harlan, these bugbears were working for the clasp. Because that one was like, hey, Spiraling Banath is going to be mad at you, and I don't give a fuck, so.
All right, that 11, you can't. It seems like he's telling the truth. He's really scared. It's kind of hard to get a real good read other than terrified.
These bugbears, the way they fought, they swore they were trained by the Iron Authority.
Maybe the Iron Authority is working with the class. Then
I don't know. I can't answer that for you.
He just kind of shuts up there. Okay.
Look, I look, okay. If you're working, I mean, if you guys are with the class, you know, I mean, we were going to give Otto back, and we're just holding him for ransom. All right, so you can have him. It's no big deal.
where is he?
Just inside, back room.
Igor, go get him.
Oh, with pleasure. And Igor will take off.
Okay, well, you walk into the room. It is a flop house, basically. It seems like these people have been here for a little too long now. It's just food wrappers and empty drink containers, you know, piss pots in the corner that
nightmare.
haven't been dumped. And in the back, you see an older dwarven man with a skull cap with a red kind of like embroidered on it is an eye that looks like it's bloodshot. How you'll recognize him when you see him.
Okay.
And so he's just tied up there, and he's like sleeping.
So is Igor alone with this guy, or
Yeah, he's tied up.
is he awake?
No, he's asleep.
Oh, I found him! And Igor's going to charge in and grab him up like a giant hot dog, and he's going to bring him out.
And the chair, like including the chair and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything.
All right.
Wrap
All right.
up
So you're
everything.
bringing them out. Let's go see what happens with Lamont upstairs. All right, Lamont. It's just you and this woman now. She turns with a rapier. You're standing on the edge of a 2-story building now, looking down over the alley. She's like, "Don't fall," and she goes to sweep the leg. So, I'm going to need you to do athletics or acrobatics against her.
This is my nightmare.
I know. Kicked off a roof. You were Spartan kicked.
Yeah, I was Spartan kicked / tackled /
Okay,
whatever.
you rolled an 11. I'm going to roll hers on the sheet.
Choke, 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 choke.
Oh, she rolled an 18.
That one, man.
So her leg sweeps around.
No.
It catches you off guard. You fall to your hands and knees and start sliding off the edge of the building. She kind of chuckling at you. How do you stay on top of the building? It's raining. It's slick.
I want to use the tips of both of my swords and plunge them into the rooftop to keep from falling off.
Because after she trips you with her attack, she sprints off. Now you have a choice. You can make an attack of opportunity against her, or you can do the 2 swords into the ground to hold yourself from falling.
Well, if I do the attack of opportunity, will I fall?
You'll be making a roll to see if you fall or not.
Oh no, I'm a madman with nothing to lose, having a sweet rooftop fight. If I can take a swing at her before I fall and still try and recover, I'm going to do it.
I'll let you do that. Make your swing.
Someone's in this room. I can't see anything. Oh, it's my wife. I got to. Who are you, devil?
She parries your attack as if she knew you were going to do that. She knocks it aside as you start to slide off the roof. I'll need you to make either an acrobatics or a dexterity save. Actually, an acrobatics to try and stay up. I'll say with a 17, your sword bites home, and now you're hanging half off the side of the building, holding on with one sword, and she's parried away the other one. So everyone below, as Igor walks out with his gun on his shoulder, you just see Lamont slide off the building and a woman just sprint away.
Everything okay in here?
Do you want me to catch you?
Oh, we got to run this one down. We got a runner. I've got it.
Okay. Have fun. Don't die.
Hold on, I got it. Hang on. I'm gonna get my leg up here. I'm gonna recover next round if I can.
Okay. So she's now a full 60 feet away from you, and on your turn, you'll have to try and climb up. That'll take part of your movement.
I'm a lunatic in the rain on a
Okay.
rooftop with nothing to lose. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Let's go back downstairs with Igor. He's just stepped out. Howl's offered to help Lamont, and he has Igor has a unconscious man with a skull cap on with a bloodshot eye on it.
Okay. I'm going to take my axe that's like soaked in the blood of his friend and just like gently rest it against his neck.
Okay, which one? The one that they're
The one on
talking-
his knees.
Okay, the one on his knees.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, so what you doing kidnapping class members?
Well,
Put a little bit of pressure on the axe.
Okay. Look, if I tell you, I'm gonna die.
And if you don't tell me, you're gonna die. So
Yeah, but at least I won't tell you, and then they won't come after my soul.
the fuck? Are you like one of those one who waits fucking bullshit?
He kind of,
Like, does he
You
do
know-
a, how do you know?
you know of the one who waits?
Yeah, I've been
Do you
in.
serve him?
Yes.
I'm lying. Let's see. Oh, he believes you.
Oh, sweet.
Well,
Yes, I've been
okay.
in-
I did. No one told me that you. Which prime do you serve?
Shit, I
You
know.
know, you know the numbers in character.
It's
We
13,
definitely
right?
do. Hold on, let me pull up the notes. I think I have them written.
Because we've gone over this, so Hal would know.
Wendell's probably drilled it into everyone's skulls except for maybe Igor and Lamont. Letters. Nope, those are spell scrolls. Nope. Nope, that's Clockwork Council. Hold on, I'll get there. Ah, Parchment in the guest bedroom.
Okay.
13 is your girlfriend's mom, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No?
No, hold on. I gotta read. There's so many. Parchment looks recent. Here we go. High Tinker Wasserin. Oh no, 13 writes to High Tinker Wasserin. So Wasserin is 13. Or the Wasserin serves 13, and then there's the one who wants Igor is 11.
Harlan.
Yeah, the one who wants Harlan is 11. Sorry. Yeah, so the High Tinker we know, High Tinker Wasserin serves 13, and 11 wants Harlan. And 13 employs the Myriad agents. Or no, is concerned about the employment of the Myriad. The other primes, the Myriad work for 3. So the Myriad are working for 3. High Tinker
Okay.
Wasserin reports to 13, and 11 wants Harlan.
Okay.
Hal, I'll give you an advantaged intellect check.
Oh, God. That's
I'll give you advantage because you are part of the criminal element. I'll give you an advantage because of what you're talking about right now to see if you can kind of get an idea of what's
Okay.
going on.
Right number.
Just a straight intelligence check.
Straight intelligence check with advantage. You know what? I will give you proficiency on it.
Okay. So that's now it'll be a 1.
Because
plus
it
one
is a
instead of
criminal. It's a
negative 1.
criminal bonus here. So.
Okay. Okay. So I rolled an 8 and an 18. So that is a 19.
Okay. All right. You know, okay, if the clasp is fighting someone, you
It's probably
imagine it's
3.
probably someone else that's coming into the area. These guys look like they work for an organization like the class. They look like they could be class members. So if they're not the class, that makes them probably Myriad. You've been
Okay.
dealing with them recently.
Okay. So 3.
3.
I'm just gonna so I'm gonna like relieve the pressure on his neck a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna be
See him
like,
kind of relax a bit.
3 is my favorite number. How about you?
Oh, and you notice he kind of relaxes, but he looks at the others and he looks at you, and then he makes what looks like thief can't but there's some variations to it.
Okay, can I decipher it as best I can?
I mean, it's you're proficient with the language, but I'll
Mhm.
have to make you'll have to see if you can insight this because it's not your brand of thieves'
Right.
cant.
Okay, I'm good at insight. I have a plus
Okay.
3, so just a straight roll.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a 9, so that's a 12.
12 isn't bad.
Okay. All right. So you can reply back. Do you reply back to him and can't? Do you try and change it any?
Yeah, I'm gonna try because if I can glean enough of his, I'm gonna try
Mhm.
to mimic it as best I can.
Okay. So you make your attempt, and his insight is terrible, so he accepts it.
Oh,
Obviously, he's
okay.
not as good with it either. And so basically, he's just saying, I'm surprised you're part of the myriad. I didn't know we had others here.
Okay. My response would be, the Prime has no reason to tell you everything.
Oh.
And he nods.
Okay.
He goes, oh, well, since we're on the same, Ott here, we thought he had knowledge on the Stone of Galore.
Right.
And he works for 13, one of 13's new tinkers. So he's a class member. So that's why we've been dealing with them. Do you know a Bilby Zilliger?
I'm familiar with the name.
Yeah, he's one of their new high tinkers. Took over the empty spot. We're not supposed to compete between everyone, but whoever brings in the stone and gets the money is going to be higher in the echelon with the one who waits.
The one who waits, yeah.
You get more benefits and also, so yeah, just as long as you're in town, just know. I mean, keep low because Oren Wasserin is the other high tinkerer. He controls a subset of the guard. The woman Wasserin, the coin mistress, she lost. Some guys just destroyed her. Her entire subset.
Suck
group.
it, mother-in-law.
She's just kind of hanging around. She's trying to build back up. She totally burned out the place where their hideout was in retaliation. So that's what that fire was going on last night. It's pretty badass. And then Bilby's got that section of the clasp so there's little bits everywhere. They've got him on lockdown for the most part. But our boss thinks we can sneak in and steal it, get out, and make them look foolish, which isn't really all that hard from what I can tell.
Yeah, Prime 3 they're a mastermind.
3 is, yeah. I mean, well, you expect that from that side of the world, Tal'Dorei types just don't know what to do. They're too wishy-washy half the time.
They can't ever stick with a plan.
Inside, I'm
dragons
not
took it
sure
out
if
on
I
them.
like the cinnamon one more or the nutmeg.
Well, would you like to check the fresh one? It's more of a holly seasoning.
Oh,
It's a
holly.
mix of-
I'm allergic to holly, unfortunately.
Oh, well, that's too bad. That's too bad. It is fresh. It smells so wonderful. I had a taste this morning. It was grand.
I do have friends though, so I'll take one for the road for one of them. I'm going to be visiting them later this afternoon.
Excellent. That's just 5 silver.
Of course, here. Maybe some of the nutmeg.
Oh, absolutely. I'll put them in a bag for you.
Thank you.
All right. So back on the roof, Lamont, you're hanging on by your sword. Hal asked to give if you needed help. You said no, and so you just turned away and ignored you from that point on as you're hanging.
No.
Your target has just sprinted off. What do you do?
So I want to haul myself up onto the roof, and then I need to move close enough to communicate telepathically, and then I would like to try and talk to this person so I can intimidate/tempt her into fighting me.
Okay. All right. So you'll need to use probably at least half of your movement with a dexterity check. With a good dexterity check, half of your movement, you can get back up on your feet. Yep, and no problem. You pull yourself right back up.
Yes.
Your feet find purchase. You're standing there. You are 60 feet away from her now.
All right. While
But
I
you-
am running, go ahead.
You used half of your movement.
Okay. I want to book it towards her.
Okay. You can move 15 feet. That's the remainder of your movement. You're 45 feet away.
Okay. As a bonus action,
Mhm.
is that that's a thing, right?
Yes.
So I get advantage on intimidation checks. So I would like to try to intimidate her by
How
saying,
do you get advantage on intimidation checks?
I will tell you, it is my something glamour. It is my psychic glamour. I get
Okay.
advantage on ability checks I make with the chosen skill, which is intimidation.
Okay.
So I would like to close the distance as much as I can, and while I do it, I'm going to say, you face the terror what strikes in the dark, coward. You would run and deny us both a rooftop fight in the rain? What kind of warrior are you? Turn
Okay.
around and face me.
Roll your intimidation check. This will be your action.
Sounded almost like a. Hey, are you free this evening? How you doing?
Okay. All right. So that's a 19. You rolled a natural 1 and a 19. Luckily, you had advantage.
You bet your sweet bippy I do.
Okay. She also. All right. So let me see. That's 14. Swashbuckler. Okay.
They
So you
scary to
see
duel.
her. You see her look at you, and you know, you did the whole I am that which strikes terror in the night, and you know, you're talking about fighting in the rain and everything, and you see her her eyes get a little wide, like, you really are fucking crazy. And she turns and just books it.
At me?
No, she doesn't want to fight you.
She
You're
don't wanna
that's
fight
what
her.
strikes terror in the night, man. You spook in her head. You're fucking crazy.
And crazy. Just
That
crazy.
is not the desired effect.
I'm sorry, but you can't. I mean, that she's not the type of person you can intimidate into fighting, especially with the cargo she's carrying right now.
She's got the stone, motherfuckers.
Try seduction.
Yeah, seduce her. Woo her.
So,
have
so you
advantage on
stopped. You were 45 feet away. She just did a full 90 feet run, so she's 135 feet away from you now. It's beginning hard to see in the rain.
How I move 60 around?
You can move 90 if you do. You can move a full 90 if you do your movement, your action, and your bonus action as a dash.
Shit, yeah, we're not letting this one off the hook. And plus, how many times you get to run along the rooftop in the rain
All
against a coward like this one? So I'm just gonna
Okay.
splashing in the puddles.
You see her run ahead of you. Like you get within 45 feet of her again, and then she sprints off again. And now she's jumping from rooftop to rooftop, but her foot slips as she goes to jump, and she like hits chest high on the other roof and has to try and pull herself up. She does. She makes it back up, but she's standing on the other roof looking at you. She knows she just lost her lead.
Face me, coward. And I jump. I'm gonna
Okay,
keep running.
so-
I just
so-
full
so
on
you-
move. I want to go right at her.
All right, so you
Assassin's
got
Creed.
you're 45 feet away, and the jump is going to take your movement and your dash to get there, and then your action to jump.
Yes.
Okay, I need you to make an athletics or acrobatics check to make the jump. It's at disadvantage because it's in the rain. 13.
It's bullshit.
Your foot slips a bit on the edge, but you have more going for you. So you end up sliding across the roof. Like you jump and then you just kind of like fall forward, but slide across the roof. So you're prone, lying next to her.
Yeah.
And she's just like, she makes an attack at you.
Oh,
This is how Lamont dies, away
You're
from
prone,
Wendell
so she has advantage.
in the rain, and she gets sneaky.
She gets 2 rapier attacks against you.
Shit.
Jesus. Fucking Christ.
Swashbucklers are
Um,
mean in 1v1.
Okay, so that
That's
is
why I love
21 on the first attack.
Fucking shit.
Does a 21 hit you?
Yes. Yes.
That's for
because,
4
right.
damage. I'm sorry, 5 damage. She rolled a 1 on the damage.
Let's go for 4.
Okay. Second attack at advantage. Natural 20.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
Shit,
no.
really?
Yeah, that's
That could be bad.
14 damage on the second attack.
Good.
Doesn't get sneak attack on that second one.
Actually, these
Oh, it's the pre-done
it-
swashy.
yeah,
Oh, thank
these don't.
goodness. That's
Yeah, you don't
really
get.
good.
She doesn't
That's a
get.
good
She doesn't
thing.
get sneak attack because she
That's
would
a
use it on
really
that last
good
one.
thing.
And then she makes a quick stab with her dagger, and that's going to be a 24,
Holy shit!
Yeah, this is it.
and that is 8 damage.
Okay, so I'm at -6.
Oh, God.
You went below 0 on that last one.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so she just so you go unconscious, and the last thing you see as you go unconscious on the roof is her running off and going down the side of a building and into the back of a theater.
Face me, coward.
And then it goes black, and you find yourself floating off in the distance again. Damn it! Why you all
Always.
always
Every
go?
time.
That's 6 times. Okay,
And
so
we're not there to help with the
Wendell's
saving
not there
throws.
to-
I need
Spare
everyone
the
who's
dying.
standing in the alleyway right now to make perception checks. That's Hal, Igor, and Harlan, and Wendell if he stepped outside the store.
12.
So, while she was getting the things all backed up and together, she had that note she was writing on the counter.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to cast illusory script on it so that for her it reads exactly what she's writing, but for everyone else who reads it, it's just like an advert for her bakery.
Okay.
So that Lamont, if he survives, so we don't get in trouble.
All right. That's actually pretty neat. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. So, Igor, actually, Hal, what do you roll?
12.
Okay. Igor, you hear what sounds like Lamont getting his ass kicked. Like, it sounds, you hear the sounds of battle, you hear someone jump, you hear someone falling, and then you hear like someone yelling in pain. And then, face me, you bitch.
Followed by the thud, a wet thud, probably.
Coward. I called her a coward.
Oh, coward, sorry. Face me, you coward.
Igor is going to set the tied up dwarf down in a chair next to the other guy and be like, I think I hear somebody crying out in pain. And he's going to look around and try and figure out how to get to where the sound is.
You heard it was down the alleyway a bit more. Like, this is a back alley that kind of snakes in between buildings.
Okay, then he'll start headed that way.
Okay.
But before he goes, he'll be like, watch him.
Okay. We'll get back to the interrogation of the people. We're gonna see how Igor does going after Lamont. Okay, so
As soon as I get my meat pies, I'll regroup. I'll make a comment of like, seems that the neighbors sorted themselves out. It's pretty quiet now. Have a lovely day, and then he'll,
you as well. You as well. Please come back.
of course, and then he'll go around and be like, he'll power
Okay.
walk once he's out of sight of the window.
Igor, you've made it down the street in the direction that you figure this was. Make me a perception check.
Hello, person who cried out in pain. I need you to cry out again. 1d20, and let me get my modifier.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right.
Straight 16.
You hear the moans coming from a particular direction.
Oh, that's good. Keep
Lamont,
moaning.
Make a death saving throw, please.
Oh no, Trav.
All right, now I want all the folks at home to clap your hands.
I don't believe in Lamont. I mean, fairies. I mean,
Where's that? Death?
Death
Death
saving
save.
throw.
Oh,
All right,
that's a
ooh.
save.
That's a success.
Ooh, you almost woke up on your own. That's one success. Igor, with that 16 perception check, you come to the edge of where two buildings are separate and an exit from the alleyway, and you look on the ground and you see one of Lamont's short swords stuck into the top of a crate. It looks like it might have fallen from a high distance, and you look up and you see one of Lamont's shoes attached to Lamont over the edge of the building above you.
Lamont, why are you throwing your swords down here? Hello? Are you sleeping or are you wounded?
You're below where the foot is, and a little drop of blood hits you in the forehead.
Okay, how high up is it?
2 stories. There's some crates here that you can climb, would make it an easier climb.
Igor is going to climb.
Are you still raging?
To be honest, it's probably worn
not.
down by
Okay.
now.
So
Yeah.
make an athletics check to see if you can climb up to the roof.
Okay, let me look at my modifier. Ooh. Come on, Igor. 17.
All right, you have no problem. These buildings are rough-hewn buildings with exterior framing and a lot of windows and things. You climb right up and you find Lamont unconscious on the roof, bleeding from 3 perilous wounds.
He's going to get up over top of Lamont, like bend down, looking down on top of his goggled face, and be like, "Are you alive?"
Make a death saving throw, Lamont. You're muted.
You're muted.
Oh, that's another pass. That's 2 successful death saving throws. He moans, kind of like tries to wake up, but is just in such pain and such agony.
Igor's gonna gently slap his face a little bit, like, "Wake up!" And
The master usually does. He usually just
and-
gently kicks Lamont and he's fine.
and he's gonna look at his body. Does he have like puncture wounds or cuts, or what does he have?
He has 2 significant puncture wounds and a slashing wound.
Igor is going to bind the slashing wound. Then he's going to take his 2 thumbs and stick them in the puncture wound. Stop the blood coming out.
Okay, make me a medicine check. I mean, just you're trying. Let's see what happens. Just make a medicine check.
Let me see here. Okay, there's no modifiers to this, so whatever we roll,
little Dutch boy.
D20.
Just
The blood, you're leaking.
13.
You think that he's feeling a bit better now. Like you're stopped the blood. Lamont, you'll have on this next death saving throw, you have advantage.
Because you got thumbs in you.
So make another death saving throw, Lamont. This is your 3rd. You have advantage. So roll twice. Okay. That's a pass. A 10 is a pass.
you're
You are stabilized again. So you find yourself floating away from the bright light at the end of the tunnel into, again, the emptiness.
Into Igor's loving embrace.
Into the emptiness. But this time it's an Igor-themed emptiness where there's just the smells
Food
of
everywhere.
potatoes and food and drink everywhere.
And the weird feeling of 2 thumbs just digging into your abdomen.
You're feeling somewhat invaded a bit in your private place. Okay, so as Igor
In your where?
Igor-
You're leaking.
brings Lamont back slowly but carefully
On
to the
his
group.
thumbs.
Hal, we're going to end with your interrogation here.
Yeah, so I still have the axe to this guy's throat. It's not
Mhm.
nearly as bad as it was.
Mm-hmm.
Do I hear Wendell approaching?
Yes, you hear someone running from around the corner.
Okay. Harlan, do you have any questions for my friend here?
I already asked him what I needed to know.
Okay.
And,
Oh,
I did say he could live if I liked his answer, and I did. So.
Okay. Good to know.
I brought pastries.
Oh, good.
Oh, Wendell, very good.
Wait, you come across a scene of
Ooh.
carnage. There are dead bugbears lying all across the floor. There's a head lying
little
on the
thing of
ground
meat.
behind this bald guy. There's a weird guy with a skull cap and a bloodshot eye insignia on it that's just unconscious in a chair.
I have removed the heads of the bugbears,
Okay.
and I'm going to just like hold them up to Wendell and be like, "Can I store these in your pack, please?"
Why does everyone keep wanting to put these messy things into the satchel?
Well, to the right shaman, even the dead speak, and I can't have.
All right. How about you at least take their cloaks and wrap them up in that first?
Of course.
Yes, at least contain it a bit.
I'll do that.
I'm gonna take like a minute or two and relay everything this guy told me to Wendell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anything you want to ask him real quick?
Gosh, so long ago the interrogation.
Can I like stand up or
Nope,
I mean
nope,
we're on the
stay
same. Okay.
Stay there.
Yes, we just have to
alright.
verify everything is good and check it out. Now, the stone. You thought that this fellow had it?
We thought he knew where it was, but the meat delivery guy brought it to us from Trask. Yeah. We didn't know what was going on, and you know, we thought that you guys were group and were like our antagonists or whatever. So like Vivette took it and she's trying to pass it on. That was the goal. Like if we couldn't protect ourselves, she was supposed to run.
Oh, well, it seems that this is all just a terrible misunderstanding then. Oh, and he's gonna kind of look at Lamont. I hope she's not too injured. Who's she to pass it on to? That way we can make sure it's been transferred safely.
This is as Igor carries Lamont over his shoulder. And Lamont's like Lamont normally is after combat, really. Unconscious and bleeding.
I'd like to think Igor is carrying Lamont with his thumb still inside
Yeah,
of him.
just
He's
carrying him
holding
like
him like
this.
this. Just like to stop the bleeding.
I'm sorry, what was that question again? I
Who
was
is
just
she
surprised.
to pass it on to? Yes, I know. With the rain and all, it looks to me that the roof runners aren't in terribly good shape, and if the bugbears, if these folks were after him, well, she could still be in danger. You can make sure that it's safely transferred.
Others of our group, I mean, you probably have heard of a Gorn, Foucault, and a Math, Sodercent.
I'm just writing this down now. Okay, yeah. All right.
They
that
sound
sounds familiar.
vaguely familiar. Like I said, the Prime 3 has tasked us with the mission of utmost importance.
Oh, well, I mean, like a Math is like really big in Benarvin. I mean, Benarvin is that, and Anath is like his second, you know. So, I mean, if you guys aren't underneath Benarvin, then you're right. Oh, shit, you guys are right. You guys are sent by 3 then.
Yes.
Like I said,
Shit.
We're here to make sure everything gets handled properly. Now, tell me, what can we find?
Who?
Just to make sure. The transfer?
Oh, I don't know.
Keep up.
That was Vivette's thing.
Right, well, I hope all goes well, because if not...
I'm probably
where are
dead
you all?
anyway.
Where are you staying?
Here.
At the bugbears?
yeah, that's why.
Oh, the
that's why they
bugbears,
had-
sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, Wendell didn't know that. Ah, yes. Just making sure business was taken care of in the front and that the guards weren't called.
Right.
Just put a cog in the whole thing. Like with
Right.
them working for 13 and all.
Any other questions before we clear this up?
I'm trying to think of... I feel like I had questions earlier than
Shenanigans.
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 Strokes is magnificent. Weird. Right, well, when were you to report in next? Where can we find a Gorn and the other name he mentioned that I wasn't able to write down?
They sent it's into the chat log.
Okay. Oh, cool. I didn't look at that. I didn't get the notification.
They send contacts to us. We're just peons, really.
Really? So low.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I'm gonna insight something so important. My insight check, make sure he's
Okay.
not trying to get natural 20.
he's telling you the
Holy shit.
truth,
Okay,
and he's scared shitless.
I'll telepathically say, at least he's being honest. I don't think we can glean anything.
Can I get up now?
Yeah, just one more second. And I'm gonna lop his head off.
Okay, make an attack at advantage because he's on his
yeah.
knees.
Okay, that's a 19.
Which is a crit for
That-
you. Oh no,
No,
not
no,
a natural
no.
10.
19
Okay.
total.
That hits.
Yee. 4.
You're so giddy.
I'm sorry, this is amazing. I love this dice. The 12 plus 5, so
17.
17. Yes, thank you.
That's more than enough. His head just comes off. He's like, wait! And you lop off his arm and his head.
Weird, if he
And
had
he
something else, he should have said it sooner.
Yeah.
Just falls. And with the scene of this, once again, another helpless individual being killed by Hal
Meat pie?
while they're on their knees. We'll let that be the last scene of the evening. Like it was the last game we played. Hal dispatching poor innocent people on the ground.
Innocent my ass.
Yeah.
Who's chopping people up and sending them off to be turned into meat pies?
Not this guy.
Not
No,
this guy.
This guy, no, he's just with the myriad.
Yeah.
My
Fuck
bad.
the myriad. It's worse than the clasp.
All right, but that was fun. That you guys did what I thought you'd do. I was worried. I thought Lamont was going to get her. I thought he had her.
Oh, why were you worried? That would have been a great thing. It would have been like stone galore.
Yeah, but then like a whole bunch of stuff I had planned wouldn't happen. So
It happens. It's called DMing.
I know. Now I'm happy you guys get to go to the theater.
Oh, I do love it. I was supposed to go there on my date, but she's been kidnapped.
It may be the exact same theater too. Well, let's go around and have everyone tell us who they are and how much fun they had tonight and where we can find them. Let's start with our horizontal man, Lamont Quinlan.
Oh, face it, you love killing me. You get off on it, you sick bastard. You love it. This was amazing. I love this game. I am the terror what strikes in the dark, and I've died 6 times. I like pushing this guy to the wall, and I'm glad I didn't die, and I'm glad I get to do it again next week. And I think I'm going to leave my camera like this for good now. I'm having fun. Look at that. I'm fitting the aspect ratio here. Rose. Anyway, this is Badass. I'm producer Trav. You should watch WebDM on Wednesday because we're going to talk about problem players, which will be a shit stir to say the least. And I'm going to be here tomorrow wearing a cowboy hat because I'm playing my rootin' tootin' monster tour guide, Elam D. Wood Jr., who may
excuse
die.
Your
me?
name? That's
Is
not
that
your
that's
name.
not your name? Horatio?
Oh, I'm Horatio Shadowborn. He said, I don't know. I'm fucking dead.
Unenthusiastically.
Thank you. Unenthusiastically and uncontrollably, and it's a bunch of crap. So tomorrow I'll be right side up with a cowboy hat on. Don't miss it. Bye-bye.
All right. Yes, hopefully Horatio D. Shadowborn Jr. will be right side up, not dead, not like Lamont Quinlan. Speaking of people who keep killing everyone, not themselves, but everyone else around, we have our shifter fighter, Hal.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm hello. I know it's 11 o'clock at night, but whatever. Super excited. I'm Nugatosaurus. I play Hal the shifter fighter. Don't make fun of my wiggle.
No, I was excited with you.
Rude. Okay. I'll accept it.
We're sharing your excitement.
Yes, it's contagious.
Shifter fighter Hal, that's me. I wore my rainbow shirt to I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, to solidarity, whatever. On Tuesday nights I play Ambora Vanastra, the Divine Soul Sorceress, who is currently dealing with her drunk 1,000 times great uncle in the form of Elam David Jr. So fun. Occasionally on our Friday night, once a month games, I play Violet, the synthetic part of the crew, and some interesting things are happening. I'm super excited for that. And I will be doing something new soon, and I'm excited. So yeah, my favorite part was this entire episode. It was fantastic. I can't pick out one point because the whole thing was just a shitstorm from the beginning. So yeah, I'm super excited for next week.
Awesome. I'm glad you liked everything. That makes me feel happy. And so let's go to the other happiest man in the room, Harlan Flipcloak, who has now destroyed 5 possible Iron Authority members.
And I will continue to destroy them as I find them. Anyways, yes, I'm D20 Coup de Grace. I'll be playing Magnus Deepshaft tomorrow. Let's see. You can find me playing video games normally on Thursday and Friday. I think I might try out Terminator here soon. That sounds fun. And then let's see. I just liked the whole combat scene, like Wendell in the shop distracting, us in the alley fighting, and then Lamont on the roof running around after the prison. I thought the whole scene was pretty cool.
Awesome. Thank you. I really enjoyed Harlan disintegrating someone with an inflict wounds, because when you do that much damage, they just go bye-bye. Yeah, that was pretty nice. And I'm excited to say that our good friend Igor was able to join us this evening and got to jump in and save Lamont Quinlan this time. So it's not just Wendell saving it.
It's Wendell and Wendell's servant. You're welcome.
Yes, saving Lamont. So how are you doing tonight?
Igor? Oh, Igor's doing great. Michael's tired and doing okay, but 2 thumbs way up for this show. Way up into Lamont. Yeah, good time. I'm trying to pilot 206. I play Igor the butler who shoves his thumbs into people. Sorry I'm late. Work ran a little late. But I'll be here tomorrow for Ron, assuming everything goes good work-wise as well, the lovable boy wizard. And had a great time tonight. Missed the opening, so I'm not sure what all happened, but for favorite part for what I saw, I'm actually a trip. I really liked the combat. How everything was flowing was really cool to listen to and see. Is like watching a movie with the 2 different scenes going on, like a bank heist or something. Like this guy's repelling, this guy's cracking the safe, something like that. It was good. So yeah.
Cool.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Thank you for playing. And before I pass it on to our fearless leader of the channel, I'm Deception Check. I run this game, this craziness on Mondays. I also play Merrick Tenpenny on Tuesdays and Mists of Ravenloft. I am Hank Granger when we get to play Aliens, which that's coming up very soon. Can't wait. And I am also running something else very soon, which will be exciting for anyone who enjoys space and other space things, and Dog the Bounty Hunter. But we won't get into that really. My favorite part tonight, I think I liked Igor plugging the holes in Lamont. That I didn't see that coming. I mean, I really enjoyed the disintegration. I love the meat pies. I love how Hal is thinking about joining the Platinum Dragon, yet she's become more bloodthirsty and killery in the last 2 episodes when she's finally decided to join the temple. So that's an interesting dichotomy. But honestly, the plug in the holes with the thumbs for the save, Igor wins for the evening for me. So very happy, very excited, had a lot of fun. Glad you liked the combat. And now I will pass it on to the intrepid Wendell Eustace Abernathy Lucius Throckwaddle Hassenpfeffer IV of the Havisham Hassenpfeffers.
Thank you. That is 'tis I, Wilf. That was so much fun. Oh my god, I did like the battle flow with the distraction, the rooftop chase, the carnage going on down there, the interrogation. I think my favorite though was how intimidating Harlan was. That was like, damn, Harlan's a badass. It's an angle we hadn't really seen from him before, which is really cool to kind of have that unveiled. I can't wait to see more of it. Ooh, Harlan, oh my. Chopping heads out here.
Art authority, man.
Yeah, we learned something new about Harlan. And why does everyone keep wanting to put bloody things, literal, actually, like, messy things into the bag? The satchel. Why? Wendell's perturbed by that. But, he's got some ends on a nice meat pie lady now. Maybe she won't be getting that human meat shipment in anymore, so everything should be okay. I'd give it a week or 2, though. You can find us here every Monday night. There was a couple other parts, I just can't think of them right now because there's so many good things this episode. You can find us here every Monday for Mondays in Exandria. You can also find us every Tuesday for Mists of Ravenloft, which, yes, we have Horatio D. Shadowborn Jr. in control because, Elam was dropped to 0 intelligence because there was just the cutest little mind fuckery things, and they were great. Intelligence Devourers, that's their name. Mindfuckery things works too. But, yeah, so it's real exciting. They're in a great spot right now, and only more good things to come for them. But we also have our Aliens game this Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. So, I think it's 9 p.m. Eastern. Hold on, I had pulled it up. 8 p.m. Eastern.
Shit.
We are excited. Yeah, we agreed on this like 2 weeks ago. So, we've got Aliens this Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Hope you're excited. We're excited. McKeelson's slightly less excited, but that's McKeelson. And we also should have our Teenagers from Outer Space Part 2 this month. We had some this past Saturday, and we're going to have some again on the 30th. So, we're going to do some more giveaways on that stream, so definitely come check it out. Thank you all so much for watching. We had an absolute blast, and I hope you all had a great time as well. We'll hopefully catch you later.
Bye.